Hi, hello. GameSpot has access to Google's Project Stream for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm Michael Hyam, joined by Lucy James. Hi.
Hello. We thought we'd kick things off by running... Well, first of all, let's go with what PC specs we're running.
Sure. Since Project Stream is a streaming service to play games that Google's trying to test out right now. Again, this is just a test phase for it. Just so you know what we're working with, we have Intel Core i7 8700K, GTX 1070 video card, and 32 gigabytes of RAM. But that doesn't really matter for the streaming service. What really matters is your internet connection. So just to give you an idea, what we're working with here. We're almost hitting a gig download speed. All right, cool.
So yeah, our office has pretty good internet, so we're not foreseeing any issues when we're actually playing the game. Hoping it's gonna come out buttery smooth. We'll just wait for it to finish its
Okay, so we're almost at a gig download speeds and 9 milliseconds of ping. Now these are what's important for, obviously, like I said, running a streaming service. So what's also important is not just download speeds, but like consistency of that speed, because you don't want speeds to be dropping in and out. So we're going to be looking for that consistency that we want.
So let's go into it. I have we have a controller plugged in, but I don't know if it's recognized it just
hopefully
yet. Hopefully it'll figure it out.
I think it'll recognize it. So what we're looking for here is kind of visual quality and latency with button inputs and all that. Oh, let's get some gameplay
game
on.
Audio.
Oh man, speaking of game audio.
Oh,
okay, there we go. You can hear it? All right.
All right. So, there we go. So it's recognized that we've got an Xbox One controller plugged in. All right. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, just so you know that there are no graphics settings for this version of the game because it all depends on your internet connection. So I think it's gonna top off at 1080p though.
Yeah. So there's a little stutter there. I just caught.
We are ready, my king.
So I want to see how this would compare to like a high-end PC, and since we have high-end internet, see if those things are comparable just through an eye test. I mean, we're not going to be doing any like benchmarking, or we're not going to be doing any like analysis of frame by frame. It's more of just us getting a feel for how the game runs, see if there's any like noticeable differences through the beginning of AC Odyssey.
All right. Oh, I really like this scene.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You get to play as Leonidas and chop some fools down.
There we go. All right. So, if I can remember correctly, it's going to throw us into that battle?
Yeah, this is like the tutorial-ish mission. So we're going to be trying to seek out if the button inputs are any like noticeable difference in inputs, because there are some timing, important timing things in battle, like parrying and dodging.
I was going to say, is this going to be a real test of my parry ability?
Yeah. So you better get ready.
I mean,
for that.
It's way more lenient than, say, Dark Souls or Bloodborne
of course,
when it comes to parrying, but
still.
It's still. Okay.
So theoretically, if you have this speed of if you have this download speed and you're running off of like a Chromebook, you could be playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey in the way it looks right now.
Yeah, that's nuts to me.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Think about it. But again, that depends on your internet speed, your internet connection consistency, and I'll just say something else. Oh, this is this runs through Google Chrome, the browser. So when you saw in the beginning, is that since we had access to Project Stream, we just hit a button and the game booted. It's as simple as that.
Come on. I do enjoy that move. Yeah, suck it. So, like, it doesn't feel like there's any input lag. Like, it feels good. I think the thing that I'm not struggling with, but, like, I play on PS4, so I'm just trying to get... the controller feels a little different.
Oh, yeah, because we're using an Xbox controller. You can use a PS4 controller for AC Odyssey, the PC version of the game.
Can you use a...
I don't know if you can use it for this particular version of it.
Go deal with that guy.
Soon we're going to have another platform to review games on.
Oh, man.
Seems like it. We're going to review this on Google Chrome now. But also, I'm curious how load times compare to console versions and PC. But
I mean, from PS4 Pro, this is markedly faster.
oh, is it okay?
Yeah,
Well,
PS4 Pro, like even going between gameplay to a conversation with someone sometimes, or like activating a quest, the load time will be, you know, like 10 seconds. It's
Okay.
quite.
yeah. I imagine load times will also be tied to your connection speed, or it could be based on wherever this server is located. Because I know Nvidia has they have a streaming service also, GeForce Now, I believe it's what it's called, and they have systems in a remote location for which you basically mirror gameplay off of.
You wouldn't let me kick him off the ledge there because that would be too easy.
Yeah. You just stab these dudes a few times, they'll survive.
Why did it?
You have a lesson to learn.
What? They pushed me back even though I mean, there was no input lag in there. That was great.
Oh, that's good. That's important to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as someone who's just watching this, I noticed that it's not exactly 60 frames per second, I would say, but visual quality wise, based on our what I'm looking at right here, it looks great. I mean, I would say maybe this is comparable to
Thanks for the warning.
1080p high settings on PC, but again without the super high frame rate that you would get if you had a high-end machine. In terms of like consoles, you said you're playing on PS4 Pro. How's it compare in your eyes and in your hands?
I mean, it's kind of weird to compare without having the PS4 version like next to you.
Okay.
But I mean, it looks smooth. It plays really nicely. It just feels like I'm playing it on like how I normally would. I haven't noticed anything huge. I would be so interested to see it at a lower internet speed though.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously we are very, very fortunate with what we have here.
Yeah. Like if the bare minimum is 25 megabytes per second, I definitely want to see what that would look like. But we can't throttle our own internet, so sorry about that. Yeah, I can tell this is frame rate is a little. Frame rate is consistent. It's just not.
It's just not
60. Yeah. So I'm wondering if I know again, Project Stream from Google is in a test phase. So I'm wondering if they would open up themselves to like different graphics options, and then like say, here's your internet speed, and you're allotted these like this is your recommended settings if you have this amount of download speed. So
game mode, exploration,
Yeah.
HUD.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no
graphic settings.
no graphic settings, so you know.
It's solely based on your speed.
Proof.
Yeah.
If proof be need be. There you go.
Yeah. I would be curious to say like, hey, I want to play at like a high preset. Oh, but you're gonna need at least 50 megabytes if you want to run the high preset, or I want a higher frame rate. You'll need at least like 70 megabytes. Like just as an example, I would like to see that maybe with a fuller version of the game.
So you can see that like when I do that, maybe it kind of gets a little murky.
Yeah. I'm starting to notice maybe a little bit of compression in the overall game world. I'm looking at the trees towards the like further out into the environment, and they do look a little bit less detailed as say if we're running a PC version on high at 1080p.
But I mean, if you're playing this on, you know, if you don't have a computer that can run this normally,
yeah, this is
nuts.
Wow.
Oh, let's see. So
Yeah,
bit of
there's
stuff going on.
Yeah, there's some I guess lighting and shadow popping in and out. I mean, that's not foreign either on
Deal breaker. Done. Project
Yep.
Stream.
Yeah, you're not into it?
No, I love it. This is ridiculous. Like, I remember being at E3 years ago and seeing things like Gaikai for the first time and Ouya for the first time. So just to see where that's gone and how it is now is insane to me.
Yeah, it's impressive to see that, you know, there's evidence, there's infrastructure for something like this to where, you know, you essentially don't even need a box to run a full AAA game. But again, I know that a lot of the restraint or the thing that's kind of preventive for this is like people who have data caps, who don't necessarily have like the highest internet speeds. So this thing would be essentially inaccessible for those regions that have to deal with data caps. But if you don't have that restriction, I mean, this is something.
It's
cool.
And it feels great to play. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm battling against the game or anything. It just feels like I'm...
You're not having to compensate for, laggy timing or anything like that. So, it seems like it's running competently. And considering that this is running off of Google Chrome. So it's just in the browser, all based on your internet speed. So again, like I said, we're running like a Core i7, a 1070 GPU, but that doesn't matter because if we had a Chromebook in here running the same internet speeds, the experience would be identical.
So can it run on Mac if you run it in Chrome?
I guess it could theoretically, I suppose, unless there's like certain restrictions on like OSs, not just the browser. So there could be, there could not be. That's something that you might want to look more into if you're interested in Google's Project Stream. But I know there's a lot of conversations about having games streamed instead of bought. I know that like for example, like PlayStation Now, you can download games on PlayStation Now I believe, but for a while that was strictly just a streaming service. So you would just stream the game straight to your PlayStation. But I mean, as time moves on, the technology gets more and more impressive and can do a lot more, like run a full AAA game such as AC Odyssey competently with some pretty neat graphic settings straight off an internet connection.
That's crazy. So I think that's all we've got time for. Thank you for watching. For more on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, make sure to stay tuned to GameSpot.com.
Yes, we have all kinds of guides, reviews, and perspectives on AC Odyssey. So, check out GameSpot.com for all that good stuff. I'm Michael Hyam.
And I'm Lucy James.
Bye-bye.